Holy shit, the next step of the Phantom Weapon line, which is going to be the Relic for Dawn Trail, is not tomestones. Holy shit. It is going to be this thing that they are going to be calling an Aetherwell Array. They haven't gone into too many details in the patch notes, but holy shit, it's not tomestones. That's the highlight of this for me. So to continue upgrading your Dawn Trail weapon, you're going to be talking to Lidracel, and that is going to be in the Phantom Village coordinates of X 6.6, Y of 7.1, and doing the quest Keeping the Old Ways Alive. And this, of course, needs the prerequisite quest Forging the Phantasmal done. They then bring up a different quest name called Wrought by Hands Phantasmal, and you're going to be receiving one of the enhanced phantom weapons based on which job you're doing. And then a third, even different quest line called Aether Everywhere. You are going to be given a Aetherwell Array, which you're going to be using to kind of keep gauge on how much progress you've made on each of the elements. Taking a very quick scan of this, we clearly have wind, water, earth, and fire as our elements. Oh my god, are you going to become like Aang and become like the... Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just dying because they added an Overwatch to Liu Shang, who's like a waterbender, and so to just see this avatar kind of feel here, I love it. But basically, 4 elements, and you're gonna need to collect 10,000 of whatever that is. I should be clear, in the patch notes, they're not telling us how we're farming wind, water, fire, earth. Is it in Occult Crescent? Is it outside of it? Is it doing Palace of the Dead, which is gonna come up next because it's gotten some substantial overhaul buffs? Who knows? I'll tell you as soon as I do in-game. This, however, does seem to be a one-step thing, this Aetherwell Array, because they are saying that you can exchange Tomestones of Heliometry with Dodo Kukulele in Phantom Village. We can never escape the tomestones, can we? So the next big thing is that they are adding a brand new, completely new cosmic exploration map. This time it's Flatulence. In order to unlock Flatulence as a planet, you need to talk to Searching Way in Sinus Ardorum, coordinates of X 20.4, Y of 20, and that is going to be unlocked as soon as you finish the quest Passion, Thy Name is Ardorum. Now, how you're going to get to Flatulence or back to the moon, which was our original cosmic exploration map, is that you're going to be talking to Driving Way in Mare Lamentorum, X of 12.9, Y of 13.2, near Best Ways Burrow Aetheryte, or by talking to Cruising Way in Sinus Ardorum itself, and then selecting Flatulence as a destination. Now, before I move on to other things more related to the Flatulence planet, is Cosmic Exploration has gotten quite a significant number of buffs and overhauls and reworks to things. So if you previously found some things kind of annoying or kind of difficult to work with, then I'd try and give this another shot. I don't have time to go over it all, but there were significant, and I'm really talking like a bunch of different quality of life changes. But now let's get into everything to do with Flatulence. So in terms of Flatulence credits, players earn Flatulence credits by participating in stellar missions and projects on Flatulence. So these credits can be exchanged for mech op pilot applications while on the star, or used to draw cosmic fortune. So very similar to what we had before. Flatulence exploration tokens can be exchanged for a special mount, and that these are going to be rewarded upon doing extreme plus stellar missions. And then stellar successes, you have daily successes and standard successes, very similar to before. And then you have the Star Wars standings, very similar idea to before. And I was talking about the quality of life things they did. There's another one here. The infrastructure index is going to open automatically when you're done a project. And then lastly, obviously, you're going to be able to further enhance your cosmic tools on Flatulence. Now, here's something that I didn't expect to be talking about today, which is Palace of the Dead changes. And yes, you heard me right, Palace of the Dead changes. And this is probably in preparation for the new deep dungeon. Minimum Aether Pool gear strength enhancement from opening those silver coffers, upgraded from +1 to +5, massively making it quicker for you. Next thing is the success rate of Aetherpool gear strength enhancement when opening the silver coffers before floor 101 has been increased. So I'm not going to get into the nuance of that, but basically you had a chance to either successfully upgrade or not, and so this is boosting that chance. Probably the easiest way to explain that. Now, when you defeat a boss, you're going to, instead of get +1, you're going to get +10 to your gear. Also, these upgrades are going to be guaranteed, so it's going to be ridiculously quick to upgrade your Palace of the Dead gear, like crazy quick. As well as defeated enemies are now going to drop sustaining potions, which is another big quality of life. So overall, Palace of the Dead, much easier to progress through. Now on the side, I'm going to be showing a bunch of different glamours, mounts, minions that they added this patch, but I'm going to be talking about PvP changes, okay? First change is for PvP actions Purify and Recuperate, is that their MP cost is being lowered from 2,500 down to 2,000. So you're going to be able to spam, in theory, 5 of them in a row rather than 4 in a row. Dark Knight is looking at 2 buffs versus Assaulted Earth, where you're going to be doing about 50% more healing and then 50% more damage, as well as the, how to say it, you're getting a like 0.2 second reduction in delay, which I know is pretty small, but I guess they thought it was significant, from when you hit Salted Earth, and then you can activate Salt and Darkness. And then Salt and Darkness is getting a 50% damage boost. Monk is just looking at damage buffs across the board. Dragon Kick, Twin Snakes, Demolish, Leaping, Oppo, Rising Raptor, Pouncing Curl, Phantom Rush, then Earth's Reply. We're looking at the potency being increased to 3,000 plus 25% of damage to 4,000 plus 25%. And then we're looking at a roughly 2,000 potency increase between the healing of Earth's Reply. We're looking at a Dragoon buff, which is just for Gerskogul. Damage suffered by Life of the Dragon has been reduced from 25% to 15%. Ninja's Forked Raiju ability has had its duration reduced from 10 to 5 seconds, so just you're not allowed to like sit on it quite as long. Samurai's Meikyo Sushi has its effect duration reduced from 3 to 2 seconds. Viper's looking at a bit of sustainability nerf, where Backlash is now going to have from 100% damage absorbed as HP to 50%. Bard is unfortunately looking at a nerf to its Encore of Light's MP reduction, which makes me sad because this is so funny. Instead of 5,000 MP being taken away, it's 4,000. Machinits is looking at a cool buff. Its maximum HP is from 57,000 to 58,500. So a little bit of a survivability boost there. Do we actually see that kind of buff that often? I don't think we do. Next thing is we're getting a bit of a potency increase, 2,000 potency on Scattergun. Dancer's Fountain Fall, and Fan Dance is just getting damage boosts, 1,000 potency per. Fan Dance is 2,000, my apologies. 2 Black Mage survivability nerfs. The first of all is Wreath of Ice is having its damage reduction reduced from 25 to 20%. And then when your HP is above 50%, the amount of HP or HP steal, vampirism, whatever you want to call it, is reduced from 100% to 50%. Summoner's Necrotize is being increased by 1,000 potency. Pictomancer is being nerfed in PvP now too. Maximum HP is down by 1,500 to 54,000, so it has a lot less than Machinist now. And then Smudge's recast time has been increased from 12 to 15 seconds, making them a little less smudgy. Okay, that was terrible. White Mage is looking at 2 nerfs. First of all, is Miracle of Nature is having its MP reduction reduced from 2,500 penalty, removing 2,500, down to now only removing 1,000. So that's over a 50% nerf in that. Holy shit. And then Afflatus Purgation has had its damage cut down from 20,000 to 16,000. Scholar's maximum HP has been reduced by 1,500 to 54,000. Astrologian's Celestial River ability, their ultimate, no longer reduces healing potency of nearby enemies by 30%. Last but not least, Sage is looking at 2 buffs. First of all is Phlegma 3, so 3 Phlegma balls, is been increased by 2,000 potency. And then Psyche, when you're more than 3 yards away, or yalms away, it has been increased from 6,000 to 8,000 potency. So a little bit of buffs.